the exterior storage lockers are completed with the exception of the gutters coming down, which will be done as soon as the top coat's done next week from MJD. We're also have the landscaper lined up for next week to do all the plantings, and Garrick will be coming down with the fence. We did not order enough fence on the last round. I was waiting for it to come in and pending to get back to me. We'll be getting the rest of the material. He does have approximately a third of the material, which will be starting to sell on next week. These guys have already started on the interior signage as well. Self-storage Bourne. Electricians have the lights, exit signs, working on cameras and fire alarm. Openings between the single story into the mezzanine section and then the mezzanine into the two-story being completed this week. Office area layouts have been completed, which will include the double door, which is being replaced by Pentucket next week, with new glass storefront going across and an open hallway for storage. Building inspector is coming on Monday with the other inspectors to review some of the progress over here. This office area has been inspected, but they won't hold off to board to answer a few questions as a whole. Meeting is set up for Monday afternoon with all PMs and inspectors from the town. Rooftop and ductwork nearly completed. One more sleeve to go from the mezzanine level to the two-story addition needs to be completed. The other floor has been completed. All the ductwork has been run. Couple lockers need to be completed with the sidewalls to return, where the new openings have been framed out by the masons to go between different building sections. First and second floor of the addition, Becco's majority completed in this work. Lockers are all in, doors on, unit numbers are in. Working on getting IPS to put the plywood and dense glass for the sloped roof section, which Wiseman will be putting the asphalt shingles on, as well as where the cedar shingle siding and ephes to match the existing building for the exterior. 2 out of the 4 stairways are completed. Material for the third is on site, ready to go. And Passos is measuring up the 4th one, where the new opening by the Logan docks has been cut out. Sprinkler system substantially complete. Couple small odd ends need to be completed. Then we'll be testing with air, and once the building has heat on, we'll be putting water into the system. Waiting for IPS to put a couple pieces of plywood so the electricians can finish their sub-electric rooms and the main electric room. Gears on site, transformers already here, ready to be tied back in. We'll be having IPS do this. Their fire rated plywood did arrive on Thursday this week. Second floor of the mezzanine level, substantially complete up here. Majority of the trades have already been completed, with the exception of the existing mezzanine portion where the old switchgear was. That has all been removed, waiting for Pastos to put the new stair in, as well as MJD infill in the existing. Pastos is putting an angle in so the decking can close the span of the old one. New opening's already been cut out. Temp lights are still in, but as soon as the switchgear is in, we'll be able to turn over to permanent power, and all the fixtures have already been tested and do work. All the fire alarms run, but still needs devices in. As soon as the power's complete on and we have boarded in the office area, we'll be putting the fire alarm panel in testing. Previous location for the switchgear, everything has been removed since Eversource has disconnected the transformer, so we can redirect the pipes to put the switchgear on the first floor. Old stair location has been demoed out. Safety rails are all in place. We'll be having Passos put some angle iron at the bottom of the existing concrete so we can put the decking across and pour a new area in here. We'll be getting this done next week. New electrical room and sprinklerizer room have been framed up, waiting for the back wall to get the fire rated plywood for the new switchgear to be in place. Gear is on site and everything has been run to this location. So as soon as the fire rated plywood's installed early next week, NG Electric will be getting this installed having EverSource energize the transformer to give us permanent power. That framing on the exterior has been completed. What they did not do is do the definition on the bump out portions where the towers are. So the ephes and the shingles will be at the same plane, unlike what's existing on the existing towers. We have 3 locations, 1 tower here, the corner tower, and the one adjacent to the back. These areas looking for options, whether we have the ephes that'll be flush, and just the direct apply to the dense glass, and then have the cedar shingles going around it to give it the same appearance, but not the depth. Pentucket will be putting the storefront glass in. Once IPS comes out here, put the dense glass for the ephes portion, and the plywood for the roof and the cedar shingles. We'll be getting this wrapped up as quick as possible. We'll also be doing the transition between the existing building and the new building to make sure there's no water issues and everything's weather tight.